Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dan from St. Pete from the channel Cheap Living, and I just wanted to say what's up again. Sorry I haven't shaved recently, but actually I've been without hot water for 3 days now. The maintenance man, which is the only maintenance person they have for this property, is on vacation. I put in 3 work orders, and unfortunately I have no hot water at the moment, and it really sucks. Anyway, I'm on my way to Save-A-Lot. Now, we already know that going to the food banks alleviates a lot of pain in your wallet. So this saves us some money so we can actually do some grocery shopping. And I'm on my way to Save-A-Lot, and I'm going to show you a few things that I really like and I really enjoy. Very, very reasonably priced. And also see what they got on sale. There was a Save-A-Lot right around the corner from my house, of my apartment where I'm staying right now, but unfortunately they closed down. So I'm going to be going to the Save-A-Lot up in Gulfport off of 49th Street and 22nd Avenue South. Alright, so here we are at Save-A-Lot, and as you can see that these little things of minced ginger and minced garlic are very expensive, you know, $2.99, and then you go to the big bag, 1 pound. See, it's not in the jug like I have at the house, but this is 1 pound of garlic. It's only $4.99. I'll probably save the container that I have the garlic in now at my house, and then when I'm ready, I will throw that in the food processor, and add olive oil to it, and then put it in the container. What I'm looking at right now is, I'm looking at trying to make some stuffed peppers, and we got some yellow peppers that are in some pretty good condition. So, I mean, they're pretty cheap here. The red and yellow peppers are 2 for $4, and they're a lot more expensive at other places. So, like I was saying, you know, when you go to the food banks and stuff, it alleviates a lot in your wallet, but you may have to buy other ingredients, and that's where the grocery store comes in, because of all the money that you saved from the food banks. You can buy extra ingredients. So I'm going to grab a couple of these yellow peppers. I have 3 red ones at the house, so I figure I'd do 3 yellow peppers and 3 red peppers for my stuffed peppers. So that's just one thing I wanted to take a look at with you guys. So unfortunately, they didn't have any mojo seasoning here at Save-A-Lot. So we're going to check out the Dollar Tree on the way home, since they're open pretty late. But I will be grabbing a bottle of this. This stuff is really good for marinating as well. Sometimes when I make pulled pork, I will mix one of these and 1 mojo together, and it makes one hell of a pulled pork, let me tell you. Also, the Badia seasonings. Now, they have more at Walmart and other groceries and stores and stuff. Or some of the cheaper seasonings, even on their website, or you can buy them off of Amazon for very, very cheap. I mean, like that big giant thing of roasted garlic will go a very, very long way, although it's $10, you know, ground cumin and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm just showing you some cheap stuff. Look at this ground ginger for $1.99. That's really, really cheap. Ground cumin for $1.99. Big tacos, fajitas, or whatever. I mean, they do have some pretty good selection on the Badia products here at Save-A-Lot, but not as much as I wish they would. Maybe I'll buy an adobo seasoning. Maybe I'll make some adobo chicken. Maybe later on in the week. That sounds good to me, so I'm going to buy one of those. I already have a bunch of rice at the house, but let me tell you, for $3.69, this brand right here, this Rico Araz brand of rice, is very, very good rice. I highly suggest it if you are going to buy any rice. I would buy this over something like that any day of the week. I have used this product a lot, and it's really, really good. I usually eat jasmine rice, though. But $3.69 for a 5-pound bag is definitely worth it. Alright, so here's another section, and I've used these products before. I recommend them very, very much. They are very, very tasty. I usually buy the Mesquite barbecue is really, really good if you're making ribs, chicken, or anything like that. If you want a good smoky flavor, and unfortunately you don't have a grill. The steak and chop is very, very good as well. I put that on steaks. I just bought a beer can chicken. I'm going to try that out. But as you can see, they also have a nice variety of different kind of, actually I have to buy a chili powder. But they have a nice variety of herbs. Of course, they're all dry, but they have a pretty decent selection here at Save-A-Lot. $4.39 for a big-ass thing of Old Bay will go a very, very long way. And Old Bay is not just used on seafood. I use it on a lot of different things. So, as you can see, they have a pretty decent selection. What's this down here? They're just seasoned salt. You don't need seasoned salt. But, yeah, take a look at all their herbs and stuff. You know, even they have Italian seasoning. What's in this Italian seasoning? Looks like the same thing, I think. No, this just has oregano, rosemary, thyme, parsley, and garlic. But if you can't find the Great Value brand, they do have Italian seasoning for $1 at Save-A-Lot. Alright, so unfortunately they didn't have everything we needed here at Save-A-Lot. A lot of the shelves were empty. That's surprising. So I'm going to hit up the Dollar Tree, and hopefully they have what we need. They usually have mojo over at the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to go check that out. And if not, something I didn't want to do tonight, but I guess I will have to hit up Walmart. Anyway, I will see you when we get to the Dollar Tree. Alright, so another thing that I would like to talk to you about is kitchen stuff that you need to cook with, cookware and stuff. Now, I'm not talking about chef's knives or anything like that. What I'm talking about is, these are great. I mean, these are $1.25. Measuring cups, measuring spoons, spatulas. As long as you don't leave them on the heat, they will not melt. Spatulas, got some measuring spoons, measuring cups. These tongs I don't like too much because they got the plastic tips, and these wicks usually break on me. Sometimes they're good. I usually test them in the store before I buy them, but they have that rubber coating on them, and a lot of food gets stuck to them, so I don't really like the metal whisks. These serving spoons, where's the big... They don't have the big metal serving spoon anymore. Okay. So, you know, these spatulas and stuff like that, they're all pretty good, man. Just don't leave them on the fire, otherwise they might melt, you know. But Dollar Tree does have a pretty good selection. You know, these ladles and stuff are pretty sturdy. They will hold a good amount of food in them. I shop at the Dollar Tree often for a lot of different things. I've tried a lot of different products. If you have any questions on what's good and what not to use, please let me know. Pasta strainer for $1.25. You can't beat it at the Dollar Tree. It'll last you forever as long as you take care of it. I have 2 of them at my house. Well, I was going to show you some frozen goods that I enjoy at the Dollar Tree, but it looks like they're rearranging everything or something, so I won't be able to do that for you today. However, we are looking for mojo seasoning and other seasonings in general, so I'm going to show you what they got here at the Dollar Tree to make your food taste good. Crushed red pepper, cayenne pepper, you know, basil, ground cumin. They got paprika, and this is all very, very cheap and always good to have in your spice cabinet or on your spice rack. See, I told you. There it is. One of my favorite things to use is this Cajun style Kingston. I'm definitely going to be buying one for my next project. Kosher salt down there for $1 each. I'm going to be switching over to Himalayan pink salt because I have a bunch in my cabinet. But as you can see, here's the Italian seasoning from the Dollar Tree. This stuff is awesome. Also their condiments. I mean, these right here, these go for like $3 over at Walmart or whatnot. The Frank's Red Hot is really, really good for wings. You know, they have some pretty good brand stuff. This Heinz Hot and Spicy Ketchup is one of my favorites. I buy it often. I have a bottle in my refrigerator now. And of course, you can see they have like Memphis style rub, barbecue rub and stuff like that. It's really not too shabby. It's okay. It's a little bit salty for my taste, but if you're in a pinch, it's really good. This stuff is awesome. I put it in all my tacos. I have like 5 of them at the house. This stuff is super great. It's like a lime, lemony, tangy taste that it gives to tacos. But actually, we're looking for mojo seasoning or mojo marinade, and I do not see any mojo. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to hit up Walmart. I really don't want to. Oh, by the way, one of my favorite things is bread and butter pickles. And these for $1.25 are, let me tell you, are definitely one of my favorite types of pickles. They are not too shabby and they taste really, really good. As a matter of fact, all of their jarred products, I've tried everything from their banana peppers to their jalapeno peppers to their sweet pickles are very, very good. So don't think that shopping at the Dollar Tree, there's no shame in my game. I'll tell you exactly what I think about everything. And look at this little guy. I actually have to buy some mayonnaise. So this is $1.25 for this little thing. And this should last you not, in a pinch, this would last you a pretty decent amount of time. So I'm going to purchase one of those. These are actually, believe it or not, Bullseye is a very, very, very good barbecue sauce. I used to enjoy it a lot when I was in a pinch and I was really, really down on my luck. And I had no income at all whatsoever. And I was basically living off of the Dollar Tree alone and the food banks. And this Bullseye barbecue sauce is definitely a very, very good product. They even have Heinz 57. Heinz 57 and eggs is awesome. I actually turned my ex-girlfriend onto that. And she hasn't looked back. She was like, holy smokes, that's actually pretty friggin' tasty. You know, people usually put ketchup on their eggs or sriracha. I like Heinz 57 with my eggs. I'm going to buy one of these. And, yeah, they even have A1 steak sauce. I already have a couple of those at the house the last time I stocked up here. So I like some A1. Apple cider vinegar if you're going to make some, some dressings and stuff like that. I mean, the Dollar Tree is very, very useful. And they give you a lot of bang for your buck if you know exactly what you're looking for. Tomato sauce can be expensive. However, I tried out this Valdez for $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. Let me tell you, you put some onions and garlic, saute that down, add this, a couple of fresh tomatoes, and you have one hell of a tomato sauce. This actually is very, very good. I do not recommend anything that has meat in it, but the marinara and the garlic are very, very good. Alright, so here we are at Walmart. Something else I'd like to talk to you guys about now. I don't like to cook all the time. I mean, I have got a lot of stuff that I have to cook in my refrigerator. But pizza. So frozen pizza is getting to be very expensive. I remember when these Red Barons were like almost maybe $3 a piece. But of course the prices have went up. Let me tell you, this pepperoni thin crust great value pizza is probably one of the best frozen pizzas you can get for $2.98. I'm definitely going to be buying 2 of them. Alright, so at Walmart they have a very, very large selection, as you can see, of the Badaya products. Like I said, it's a very, very good brand when it comes to dried herbs. They even have a Cajun seasoning too. And this stuff is very, very tasty as well. It's only $1.98. It's a little bit different from the Kingston. I'm going to be buying one of those. This stuff is awesome. This goes on just about anything. It is definitely one of my favorites. I haven't seen it here in a while. I will definitely be buying it. And that is $3.56. It will go a very, very long way. So if you're making some lemon pepper chicken or some lemon pepper fish, this stuff is totally awesome. I've used it on many occasions. and this is only 98 cents. Okay, now we're going to talk about marketing, the way they market this crap. So like these come in a glass jar. These are $3.97. Okay. Then you have the plastic jars, and they're $1.94. It's the same crap. It's the same stuff. They just put it in a glass jar to make it look fancy. Now we're going to talk about rubs and mixed seasonings, okay? So, you can buy a big one of the Cajun style. This stuff, again, super duper awesome. I love it. It's a go-to. This one is really, really good as well. I will definitely be grabbing this for $2.98. It will go a very, very long way. And it is very, very delicious. And again, it can go on anything. Steaks, chicken, or fish, any kind of seafood or anything. It is super, super delicious. Now you see all these other high dollar brands and stuff like that. Of course, McCormick's has been around since I was a kid, back in the 70s and 80s, you know, and stuff like that. And all of a sudden you come up here to the Kenders. Now let me tell you what, Kenders is definitely by far one of my favorite. I wish they had all of their products here, but unfortunately they don't. But I've used every single one of them. This buttery steakhouse is super delicious for $3.98. It will go a very, very long way. The Butcher's All-Purpose, again, chicken, fish, seafood. This stuff is super duper awesome, depending on your taste buds. The poultry blend is always good with any type of bird. And so is the buttery garlic salt. But what I'm more interested in is I think I'm going to buy some of this barbecue blend to put on. Let's see, what's the difference between this one and the other one? Oh, it's just a different label. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to buy that to put on the pulled pork for $1.98. Okay, so the difference between these two is one of them has no salt added, and it is $1 more. So I'm going to go with the one for $1.98. They are both exactly the same ingredients, except that this one has no salt. I'm going to buy the one with salt, so this way I know that I won't have to add any salt to my pulled pork. Alright, so we are back from grocery shopping. And as you can see, they didn't have a lot of things that I wanted at Save-A-Lot, but that's okay. My refrigerator is packed, and I am going to be doing a lot of cooking videos for you in the future, starting off with that barbecue pulled pork that I got from the big giant pork butt that I got from the food bank. Anyway, this is something that we want to definitely take a look at from Save-A-Lot. Now again, your wallet's a little bit alleviated from going to the food banks and stuff. Now, remember, this is Save-A-Lot. Now, unfortunately, like again, there was not a butcher today at Save-A-Lot, so I wasn't be able to get this deal. But you can see that boneless beef strip, which are New York strips, for $6.49 a pound at Save-A-Lot. But it says that it is a 2-day sale for the 3rd and the 4th. So, there was no butcher there today. So I'm going to be waking up early tomorrow. I am going to be going to Save-A-Lot. And I'm going to buy like 3 or 4 of them and have them cut probably about 1.25 inches thick each. Yes, they do have a butcher at Save-A-Lot, and they will cut your meat to your specs if you get there early enough during the day and then go and pick them up. At least the one in Gulfport does it for me. They've done it several times. And I tell you what, when their New York strips and ribeyes are on sale for between $6 and $8 a pound, that is a nice, precious treat, since steak is so much now. I was at Publix and I saw $21.99 for a ribeye per pound. That is ridiculous. So yes, Save-A-Lot is definitely a good place to shop at every once in a while. But like I said, there was no butcher today, and I will be definitely going back tomorrow and requesting that they stick up to that offer because there was no butcher today. Anyway, so I just wanted to make a short little video of some herbs and other things at the grocery store that I just wanted to point out to you. Of course, it's between Save-A-Lot, the Dollar Tree, and Walmart. Of course, like I said, my refrigerator is packed out. There was really nothing that I really needed to go shopping for. But I just wanted you guys to take a tour of some things that I buy and some things that I enjoy. And like I said, always make sure you have the proper seasoning for your food. Whatever floats your boat on your taste buds or your family taste buds to make your food taste better. Now, at the very beginning, herbs might be a little bit expensive. However, once you start buying them and put them into a cycle, it becomes very, very cheap because each jar of dried herbs that you buy will go a very, very long way. Dry herbs, 95% of the time, are a lot more potent than fresh herbs. However, there are some really good sustainable fresh herbs, such as rosemary. As long as you take care of it, it might turn a little brown in your refrigerator, but as long as you use it before it gets soggy, rosemary can go a very, very long way. Basil is very, very finicky. I like to put fresh basil in my pasta sauce and stuff. And a lot of fresh herbs you can actually put in a baggie and freeze. So anyway, that's the conclusion of this video. And I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you in the next one.